Here, Bob. Take it. Thanks. Hello, I'm Jim Blankenship, and I'm the Unknown Eater. Bob asked me beforehand, he said, you gotta comment on the food here. It's free, right? Yeah. Okay, I loved it today. Thank you, it's really an honor to get the Silver Circle Award, and it's great to be a part of the history of broadcasting in San Diego. As a reporter and photographer for the Unknown Eater segment, I had the chance not only to shoot, but to interview, write, voice, and edit my own stories, and I had the time of my life doing that for 15 years. I was given the freedom to do the Eater because of Jim Holtzman, my news director and a former unknown Eater himself. Because of Jim, I had the chance to do it all. He let me alone, he gave me encouragement, and except for those rare times when I made a mistake, which were fortunately very, very rare, he'd give me some feedback, usually positive, sometimes on the negative. I spent 15 years at KFMB doing the Eater, but 30 years as a photographer there. In fact, I continued as a full-time photographer when I was hired to do the Eater. That's how Bob and I got to work together, which allowed me to continue working with the incredibly talented reporters of that time. My last 10 years on the job, I worked with Bob, who generously made time for us to have a meal in the company squeezed in between his busy schedule of consumer stories. Ah, yes, those free meals paid for through the generosity of KFMB were the best part of the deal. And that usually meant finding a gem of a restaurant in an unexpected place. Bob and I'd have a great meal, toast to Chris Meyer, the owner of KFMB's Good Health, leave a 40% tip. There are few things as gratifying as being generous with a cheapskate's money. And maybe that's why occasionally I was the brunt of a few complaints, some restaurants with less than favorable reviews demanding that I get fired every so often. KFMB management saying that I'm a troublemaker, only happened a couple of times, can't imagine why, but we all know that when you're a journalist, being a troublemaker occasionally can even be a compliment. And of course there was a time an anchor called me a jerk during a broadcast, hey, all part of the game. And now I get to teach kids. I'm teaching video production at Sarah High School. And now it's the kids who call me a jerk. Some things never change. I look back at my years at KFMB and then KNSD for 4 or 5 years as the best of my life. And why not? I had the privilege of being a part of the golden age of San Diego television, when TV was fun, when news wasn't always wrapped in a body bag, and the meals were free. So Silver Circle members, thanks for the chance for one last time to say those immortal words, I'm the Unknown Eater.